2 games as Diablo hero. That is a task for my juicy little boy right here. Hi, hello, welcome back to another Onkruid video. Playing the Butcher, as you see, one of my favorite heroes. He's definitely the second hero I want to get to level 15, and he's also the closest because he is I believe like level 13 or something. This is the only hero I believe that I actually bought a skin for because I just thought this skin looked so cool. The Fell Iron Butcher. The rest of our loadout is of course filled up with our Happy Cloud, our Funland Warcrest, even a Butcher Spray and the Malfurion Announcer. That was quick. Didn't even need to take a book this time. A whole lot of damage dealers and Anduin as a healer. Didn't fail to notice that we are lacking a tank again, whereas they have Uther, Lightbringer, which is more of a tank in and of itself, even though he's also a healer. But all in all, they do have quite a bursty team. Butcher is not that great at surviving bursts. What this hero, Butcher, is all about is his passive. He wants to stack meat, and you gather meat by being around enemies that die and collecting the meat they drop. Kind of like dog tags in some of the Call of Duty game modes. If you are one of those FPS degenerates. I always liked the special game modes in Call of Duty. Like Sticks and Stones, I think, was one where you only had the ballistic knife and the tomahawk, I believe, in Call of Duty Black Ops. And just that thought right now got me thinking, what if there was like a gun game mode in MOBAs, where you control the character and whenever you get a kill, you advance to the next character. That would be such a fun way to learn how to play each and every single character, because there's still a bunch of them in this game I haven't touched at all. Minions drop 1 fresh meat, enemy heroes drop 20 fresh meat. The Butcher loses 15 fresh meat upon dying. Unless you reach the 200 fresh meat mark, then you complete your quest and you get really overpowered and you can't lose the fresh meat anymore. But there's another but inside of that but. A lot of ass today. You can no longer gather meat from just minions after reaching 200 fresh meat. So on our Q we have the hamstring ability, which is just a line ahead of us that slows deals a bit of damage. Butcher's Brand is our W ability or our Z ability, our second ability, which puts a mark on the enemy. Whenever we attack that enemy, we I think gain a little bit of movement speed or attack speed, and we heal when we attack that. And then E we have Ruthless Onslaught. Ruthless Onslaught. Combination of 3 words I was trying to make. So what is the main premise of playing with the Butcher in my opinion? I believe it is risk and reward. And weighing off whether going in a certain fight is warranted or whether you will just lose your meat. I guess I will go bot. Butler is a great hero for solo pushing because the minion meat stacking is also quite proficient. Gathering it from kills is a lot nicer, but it's a lot harder as well. I think it's just an easy high damage hero with a well fleshed out kit, but not intended. At level 1, we still need to choose our intended. We're gonna use Invigoration, which makes our hamstring cooler and makes it come off cooldown quicker when we hit a hero with it, like we did not do right there. We're playing against Nazeebo. We've seen him before in a bunch of videos. He's a hero that is often played lately. Our build is mainly gonna focus on that hamstring ability, that first ability in our kit right here. There we did hit a hero, so it refreshed mana, and it refreshes a lot quicker and it costs a lot less mana. We can just use it to poke very well. And then whenever you're low health, you just apply your mark and you just hit them with a bunch of auto attacks and you're back up to the vital point of max health. At level 4, we are gonna use Flail X, which increases the length of our Q ability we are focused on. At level 7, we are gonna use Insatiable Blade, which is an upgrade for our Butcher's Mark ability and makes it so that applying a mark and then attacking that hero gives us actually extra boosts in the speed department. Oh, look at that extra hamstring length. That's so nice. At level 10, we're taking Lamb to the Slaughter, where we place a totem in the middle of the playing field and the enemy is silenced when he stands near it. Oh shit, I see that. I think I dealt with that quite well. At level 13, we get Brutal Strike, and that's when the fun really starts. That is when, after using our hamstring, our Q ability that I've been talking about for the past 5 minutes, the auto attacks we do after that get powered up immensely. That's when we can really start pumping out the damage. At level 16, we will take Enraged to... Oh, nice. That's a lot of meat. We will take Enraged, which will allow us to gain a whole attack speed boost. I want that meat. Oh, thank you so much. It allows us to gain an attack speed boost once we are at low health, so it's kind of a last resort, last ditch effort to pump out a whole lot of nasty juicy damage. And then finally, at level 20, I almost always take the ability that allows me to use my ult on multiple people at once. Give me that meat right on the conveyor belt like an all-you-can-eat sushi restaurant. Delicious. We are in control of the point. I didn't even talk about the map yet. The map is all about these large mechs that we can control after gaining control of the point for long enough. I'm gathering a whole lot of meat. The quest is almost complete. And then you can... 2 people can enter the mech. One person is the pilot and the other person does all the shooting. I just get in the bot lane, hope Nova doesn't come and mess me up. But I did see her coming to the bot lane, so I'm just gonna be careful for a second. She can ambush me. Let's get these health globes, get a bit of our mark attacks, and then we will be up to speed and ready for battle again in no time. 30 more stacks and then we have completed our quest, and then we will be just an unstoppable force, causing mayhem left, right, and center. Just like the enemy team did to our team, apparently, it seems like. I just need to make sure that I don't overextend right now and die. Now the $1 million question, of course, the most important thing of all. How have you guys been doing? Me personally, I'm great. I had a blast yesterday, really had an amazing day, and that was because, well, first of all, I spent a bunch of time Alright, can I please get the Nobel Prize? Can I please get the Nobel Prize right there, the gaming Nobel Prize? That was probably the best played Heroes of the Storm action you saw in a while right there, and I think that it's gonna be just the height of my skill on this channel. I don't think there's gonna be anything better than that, so thanks for watching. See you in another game, because, I mean, I can better just quit playing, quit while I'm ahead. Woo! Sheesh! He do be kinda schmoovin' with it though. I used my Butcher's brand to mark a target so that my auto attacks on him would actually heal me, and then I kind of stutter stepped backwards while keeping the auto attacks pumping out so that I could survive that ambush. Oh man, that felt amazing. But yeah, I went to a quiz yesterday evening as well, after my reading date with a good friend, and it was my first experience with like a really difficult one. Oh yeah, we like that sound, don't we? So now my auto attack damage has been greatly increased, and additionally I can't use meat anymore by dying. But as I told you, you can see that minions don't drop meat anymore. But now I am free to just play as ballsy as I want to. The husband of my niece is a very proficient quizzer. He really loves that. It's his hobby for probably almost 20 years or something like that. And he's just an impressively smart person as well. Just to give an example, you can ask him like, what was the ex-president of the United States, and I can almost assure you that he will know the answer. Also, when it comes to like artists or literature, or especially sculptors as well, he just has this vast heap of knowledge about that subject where I absolutely know nothing about it at all. And it's impressive. And yesterday they took me to a very high level quiz for the first time. The difficulty gradings are portrayed or described rather by letters, and this was a C quiz, which is the second highest difficulty measure. D is... These nuts! Got him! Kind of easy. C is hard. B is insane, and A doesn't even exist because A just wouldn't be fun anymore. And not only was the difficulty different, also just the system with which the quiz was organized was different as well. That's not a real one, right? That right there is the real one. And that made it for a fun experience as well. Normally, in general, in the like easier D quizzes, you just get a bundle of papers and you need to fill in all your answers, and it doesn't matter which answer you fill in when, because you can come back later to... Not great, because you can come back later to questions if you don't know them yet. But in that quiz yesterday, every single table got this small little tablet where they had to write their answer onto. Then at the end of the question, after like 15 seconds of thinking time, which is not a lot, you had to put up your answer. And the quizmaster kind of went over every table, and he was like, all right, that was correct for table 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, things like that. We were with 17 teams. And now here comes the interesting part. The scoring is actually beneficial when you have knowledge that nobody else seems to have. So to give an example, every single question actually has 17 points to be distributed. And if every single team in the room knows the answer, every team gets just 1 point. But if you are in like a solo or a duo or a trio, based on how many teams got the right answer, you gain a whole lot more points, because the 17 gets divided into only 1, only 2, only 3 or 4 teams. But the quiz was organized by the #1 team in Belgium, so that kind of speaks to the difficulty already a bit, I think. And then additionally, like the top 20 teams, or a bunch out of the top 20 teams of Belgium, were also present there. So I felt kind of out of place, of course. My teammates also told me at the start, because they were very frequent quizzers, they also told me at the start, like, look, if you don't know just anything tonight, don't even feel bad. It doesn't matter at all. And I thought that was a great sign for things to come. But in the end, there were some answers that even only I knew from our table, which is called a table solo. I learned all this yesterday. And it was just a fun experience, even if I didn't know everything. We didn't move out of it in time. I saw a free kill right there. I think I gathered the meat. I'm not sure. One of the questions was, for example, a gaming question, and they just showed a screenshot of the Dying Light series. And even though I had never played it before, I was able to answer that question correctly, and I was very, very proud of that, because I always post like, oh, if there are gaming questions, you will be glad you have me. So I was glad I could live up to my personally shaped reputation. And then another question only I knew from our table was a picture of Mr. Beast. And they asked who it was. I knew that his first name was Jimmy, but luckily only the channel name mattered, so I didn't need to know his last name. And the music, there was also a music question that I knew, which was KTB. I recognized her voice because she does a lot of vocals for drum and bass tracks. And even though we didn't succeed at achieving a nice spot in the rankings at the end of the quiz, I just still had an enormous blast. And I learned a lot. You always learn a lot in quizzes. One of the things I learned, for example, a question that I was ashamed and very sad that I didn't get, because psychology has to be kind of my thing, is the Fregoli effect. Which apparently means that you think that one person is just shifting shapes immediately. He kind of shifts his face, so that one person has actually many faces. Give me all that meat, please. I'm gonna pick up the turret. Oh, alright, somebody else has it already. But I didn't know it. I was thinking about cabgrass syndrome, which is kind of an opposite thing, where you think that everybody in your near vicinity, everyone you know, has been replaced by imposters, which is pretty sus. But that was not what they were looking for. There was only one real solo last night, so a question that literally only one team got. And it was like, I don't remember the question exactly, but it was like a family of types of fishes, and they were the most prevalent family in the ocean, I believe. And it was the bristlemouth fish. Borstelmondvissen in Dutch. Never heard of it. Only one team got it, and the team that got it was, I believe, also the winner of the quiz, or at least in the top 3. So, not an easy question. But the beauty is, right, that they probably just had heard that question once before, and that they therefore knew the answer. So you can really just learn a lot from trying your best and keep going to quizzes. I got the meat, that's all I want. Oh, gotta be faster than... I'm fine, I wasn't even worried for a second. Come here. Come here. Come here. Yeah, bitch. Get over here. Yeah. Uh-oh, we're in a bit of trouble. Alright, Genji, I see you, my brother, I see you. That was clean, that was cool. That was nice and quick and cool. So yeah, that was my day yesterday. And the most fun part also about these quizzes were that the quizmasters were really not afraid to go deep, to ask like ridiculous questions. There was this question about like a random person in Japanese history. There was a question about a porn star, which of course I could not answer. A bunch of really old and unknown music, and we had one more team member. So it was me, my kind of, I'll just call him my uncle because that's easier to explain. My uncle, and then one of his quizzing friends, and he is very proficient at answering music questions. So whenever a music fragment would start, he would just grab the tablet that we needed to write our answers upon and start writing, and we would just laugh. Except for KTB, he didn't know that one, and I did, so that was great. I think I'm gonna try to distract them a bit by pushing in the top lane as fast as I can. I hope the rest of my team can kind of defend against their team, but I think we are just gonna need to put some action into this game if you want to have a chance at winning. It's quite evenly matched though. In the XP front as well as in the kills front, it's actually a very, very even game. I am afraid that I am gonna get ambushed in here and just absolutely blown to smithereens. But I will try. I am prepared for a Nova to sneak up behind me and start shooting me in my asshole. Let me just try and get this fort down as well to balance things out a bit again. I should be able to. I will give my life for it. If nobody's coming over here, I'll just keep on going. I think they might regret this though. They think they're doing a great job at pushing our base, but I am just like destroying their backlines completely. Alright, now they are over here. Fucking conveyor belt. Distracted them for a while, huh? Didn't I, lads? Sorry for not coming to help. Stitches, cool. That was kind of my thing, my recurring joke when we would play this together. Every game I would just respond to almost everything that happened with Stitches, cool. And then now the weekend is starting. And that means that there is probably just a lot of reading in my future. My girlfriend is still studying for her retaking exams, so I have to keep myself busy in some way. I'm also gonna eat a bit of ice cream for my mom's birthday, which was a couple of weeks ago, on Saturday. I just started reading a new book yesterday. Professor Chandra Finds His Bliss. A very beautiful book, one that I bought in Switzerland. And it's about a professor in economy that tried to get the Nobel Prize for multiple years, just missed it every single time. And now he has decided, well, maybe it's not important and I need to look at what really is important in life. And for him, that is, how do people achieve happiness? He also got run over by a bike. That is actually why he rethought his life priorities, not because he missed the Nobel Prize. It kind of plays a role, I think, but... Alright, so they used Uther's ult for that. I think that's kind of worth it. If our Felstat wouldn't have died. Genji, I don't think we want to go in here, mate. Or do we? Zoning out their healer from the rest of their team. Come on. Come on. Get the meat. Not bad. Not bad. I'm satisfied with that result. Because we were already 2 behind at the start. So getting that triple kill there is fine. Also reached 300 fresh meat. So my auto attack damage just keeps racking up. They have the objective control always though. But in terms of buildings, we are very, very much equal. 100k healing, that's not bad. He's doing very well. Look at my XP soak though. I mean, Esmodan is still doing better, but not too shabby. 100k heal, you know what we say to that. Stitches, cool. Yeah. Enduin, please, buddy. Thank you so much. You did a great job right there. They don't know about my healing powers. They don't know about the butcher. Keep on going. And then when they least expect it and when his ult runs out, I will switch focus by using my E. Perfectly timed. This is mayhem. Now slow them both with my Q as soon as they came out. Come on, Felstat, you have the damage to do this. Let's not. Oh, nice. Genji got a pick on the Nazebo. That's gonna help us out. Damn. That was a lot of damage. That might have cost us the game right there. I guess it's kind of my misplay because I started that engage, but I didn't expect them to just burst us down immediately. Yeah, that was Tessadar, huh? Apparently it was more Nova, but I think Tessadar had more AoE damage and just destroyed our entire team. Enduin survived. I don't know if he's going to be able to defend by himself, but he'll probably try his best. Yeah, we're really gonna have to step up our game if we still want to win this. Or we'll step up our game. We just have to have one good team fight, but like a really good team fight, or it might just be over. We have 3 of these cannons right here and they can deal so much damage to the core, but we are back, so it's fine. I'm gonna help out Enduin as soon as I can. He doesn't need help. Whew. Alright, what's the game plan here? Are we gonna try to contest the objective? I guess so, right? I'm quickly making sure that our core doesn't get destroyed for a second, but then I will head up there as well. Let's go. Come on. We got this. I know we got this. This could be my first win on camera, I'm sure about it. Especially if they just leave the point behind. Gul'dan just missed his ability on minions. Let's make sure they don't backdoor us as well. Nova's probably gonna be coming around here somewhere. They're just capturing camps down in the bottom. Don't they care about the objective? In this stage of the game, an objective can really mean life or death for your team, I believe. Just checking my map to make sure that they don't just backdoor. Where are they? They might just like go into the base, put down both turrets and end it with that. But I think they are now all coming this way. Nazebo has been spotted. Are they not gonna contest this? They're just giving us the final objective. Extremely weird. And I am the pilot. Let's go. It's not great. It's not great at all. And we have lost keep. Our base is getting destroyed. We were not able to do that much with that protector actually. I don't know if that was my bad, if I did something wrong with it, but it didn't seem so overpowered as I thought it would be. Alright, guess we're not fighting. Maybe the sensible decision, but I think they are just gonna do boss. Alright, this might be the final stand. This might be what it all comes down to. Unless they just don't care about the control point again, which I wouldn't put past them, because we saw last time that it was actually not that impactful at all. I'm just trying to zone them out a little bit. Genji, careful, careful. I got my ult off, but I didn't do enough that fight. Definitely not. I should have just dashed in and healed with my Butcher's brand. I feel like it didn't go that bad, and at least my turret did something, or one of these is my turret at least. But is that the real Nova? Yeah, right? Oh, but that Uther ghost is just keeping her alive. That's gonna be the game, I think. Wow, that's so sad, man. God damn it. I really feel like we had victory in our grasp, but we threw it away somehow. Feels bad. Feels bad, man. Still had fun. No, Butcher is always a fun hero to play. That's a cool skin. Goddamn. And that Azmodan did do a lot. Our Enduin had a lot of healing as well, that's for sure. Yeah, close. Close but no cigar. So that's 4-4-4 or 5-4-5 on the defeats now. I think it's 5-4-5, right? 1 Vala game, 2 Kira games, 1 Diablo game. Alright, alright. That's clean. Those are rookie numbers in this league. We'll have to bump them up in the next game. Alright, bye-bye.